many years ago was that? Al Gore was Clinton's vice president.
Years, bro.
No, exactly. That's not recent political history. We've had 4 presidents since Bill Clinton.
Only a few presidential elections before.
Okay.
Let's set this in. Let's just set this in.
It wasn't going to be Dick Cheney, number one.
Dick Cheney didn't win. Biden didn't win. Pence didn't win. Okay. Harris didn't win.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Harris did win, I guess, but she was selected.
This is why I can't. This is why I say I cannot talk to these people. He is twisting my words around. He knows what I said, and if I didn't say it clear enough, he knows what I mean. Okay, let's go from here. Al Gore, and then Dick Cheney. I know Dick Cheney didn't win because Dick Cheney didn't run. Dick Cheney was never in a position to do that. He wanted to be vice president. That's all he wanted to be. So then the selection after the Bushes was Obama and McCain. So there was no vice presidential nominee to run. Okay, bam. So then Obama's vice president was Biden. He did not win immediately because we know there was a sweetheart deal for Hillary to be the next nominee. Bam. Hillary versus Trump. Trump won. Mike Pence. Mike Pence was not in a position because the right wanted to kill him on January 6th.
You got a lot of support for your claim here, brother. You've got vice presidents that ran and did not win the nomination of their party.
Very few after Al Gore ran. The only one that actually ran was Pence and Biden. And Biden
low quality
won
rappers
the nomination
got a
and the
rap
presidency.
room so you
Not
can win
immediately
the rap
after,
room.
but he did win.
He did not run as vice president. Stop it.
He did not run for president as vice president. Of course he could. But I just explained to you that we all know Hillary Clinton had the sweetheart deal, and it was even in her campaign slogan.
For the sake of argument, I'm willing to concede that on the left, we've had more Democratic candidates, Democratic nominees from that were previously vice presidents. I don't think we need to beat this into beat the horse.
Now we don't need to beat the horse because I'm right. Okay.
So we don't need to beat the horse on that. What's your point? The point I'm making is
it's
simple.
2025. Grow the fuck up, fatty. Go to the gym and read a book, dummy.
You have a band of misfits that get together and criticize, which criticism is fine, but you lose elections.
Yeah, I hear this bullshit. Do these women have a rest?
You consistently lose elections.
Loses elections. Every side consistently loses elections
No.
based on the temperature of the country and how they feel like the president is doing. And as I said,
Trump had 2 terms. Listen to me. Trump had 2 terms.
He can only win against girls.
Stop it.
I mean, that's what it says. He can only win against girls.
Trump had 2 terms. Obama had 2 terms. Clinton had 2 terms. Bush had 2 terms.
Historically, the power that holds the executive branch loses their midterm elections. Historically, I can't think of very many times where it didn't happen. What are we talking about? You saying it like that's some new news. We know how the country goes. The president's in power. The other party gets to do nothing but criticize everything they do when they lose the midterms. But somehow they usually win re-election. Okay, so what's the point? So I just shitted on your point that the left is losing elections. The right loses elections. I can guarantee you in these midterms, the right is going to lose a lot of elections as well.
No, they won't.
You guys agree that you're all you're in a failed democracy, right? Where the right and the left argue thinking it matters when it's really the rich and the poor. Like, you guys are literally slaves in America. You're poor, don't...
You're not.
No? All right, fine. All right, fine.
I don't know what he's talking about. I think we had, this wasn't the highest level debate. At least it was respectful. I conceded a few points, graciously actually, and that's emblematic of somebody that doesn't have to rely on ignorance to make their points, like the previous speaker. I at least have respect for the guy that he actually was able to bring some legitimate points. Again, it wasn't a high level conversation, but it wasn't riddled with a whole bunch of ad hominem attacks.
Do you see how you have to give yourself credit? Like, You have to like. I look like
Shit
that.
on the lady.
I like this is coming from.
All right, so I see now we're going back to the ad hominem. This is the
Dude,
left.
why don't you
This is
debate
the
my
ignorance
version?
again, right?
This
This
is
is the uninformed, babbling, going on, belligerence. This is the belligerence. He thinks he's smarter than me. He knows he's not smarter than me. I've backed him up plenty of times, and that tells that should say more about me than it says about my college, right? The fact that you don't even have any respect for my college, and I still back you up on a regular basis.
You don't pack shit up.
Here goes the ad hominem belligerence again, right?
Cheeks, bitch.
The belligerence.
That's the only
Here's the
thing that you
belligerence.
back up is
Here we go.
them big ass cheeks, bitch.
The belligerence.
Because you don't
Here we
pack
go.
shit up.
The belligerence. Here we go with the belligerence.
Right.
There's no substance. There's no substance. There's no defensive positions. There's only belligerence. This is what you have to gain from the left.
You're right.
Absolutely.
You're done. Shut up. Next. Manfred, you want to get ate the fuck up? You came up here to get beat up too?
I will concede that it wasn't the most intelligent debate, but that's because the person I was debating wasn't very intelligent.
Imagine a bitch from Liberty College coming and playing with you. Bitch, if you don't go get my fries and leave me the fuck alone.
You really a wedding planner, TC?
Yes, a wedding planner. A whole wedding planner. The epitome of masculinity is a wedding planner.
This is what the left does. They spin out lies.
This is what they do is fold your ass up. Yep,
anybody can look me up.
I can
Anybody can look me up. My company
you
is
are
a
a
public
wedding
company.
planner who graduated from Liberty
My
College.
company is a
You
public
have
company.
accomplished nothing
I'm
in life.
happy to.
All
I'm
of the
happy to put
standards
up my
that you
credentials.
expect for everyone else, you have not accomplished them.
Anybody, and now he wants to shout me down. Now he wants to shout me down.
You went to Liberty College. Do you want to know what school I went to?
My credentials are very clear. I make 4 times the amount of money that he does, and I'm happy to stand by what I do.
What's my salary?
I'm not a wedding planner.
So what's my salary?
And I have wedding planners that work for me. But I am
you
not
don't
a
even know
wedding
math
planner.
because you would have to.
I guarantee you.
Okay, so what's my salary?
What's my salary? You tell me what it is.
What's my salary? You said you make 4 times more than me. So
I guarantee you I do.
That shows you're stupid there. You don't even know basic things.
Let's put up the tax returns.
You just said.
Let's look at the tax returns. Let's just look at the bank statements. Let's look at the bank statements.
You now. Okay, stupid bitch. You said I make 4 times more than he does. So how much do I make? Because that would indicate that you knew how much I make. Mike's on you, bitch. All right, thank you. I'm embarrassing MAGAs tonight. If anyone else would like to participate, I keep these bitches on mute. Bring it on up. I'm up for a while. That's you. That's Omari. I put all you bitches on mute. 4 tires on flat, ho.
Period. Can we just take a moment to compliment Jazz's PTR? It's very beautiful. I don't know what it reminds me of, but it's pretty darn.
There are 2 dildos coming out of his head. Oh no, those are devil horns.
Where your brain at?
I just thought of dildo. I'm a little bit visually impaired.
You can't.
That's why I be
I'm
shit.
sorry.
Got the cataract and glaucoma.
It just never fails with them. Like they never have any type of facts, any type of movement in real life. It's always just, oh yes, a political laugh. Just say how you feel, and then don't want to get roasted. But you said all this stuff. Everybody's demonic. Everybody's this. Then when I flame your ass up, then it's like, oh, the ad hominems. Yes, bitch, I'm going to flame you, and I don't give a fuck how you feel about it.
Y'all see why I'm an atheist, though, right?
Yeah, these fake ass Christians. TC ain't touched the church. TC, when the last time you been to church?
The hate that I feel coming off like people on the right is one of the reasons why I stand so solid in my religious views. I will give TC a compliment. I look through his PTRs. His chick is pretty. She's pretty. A little too light skinned for me. I like mine chocolate, but she pretty. I like mine to be like looking like she came straight out the motherland, like looking like she from Sudan, but yours is pretty. that nigga in the chat. What do you say? I come to Clubhouse to listen to Americans. Like I like watching Asian women drive poorly.
That's Jeremy, who is another type of crazy. But I also wanted to say, y'all not like, man, you're not giving your boy justice. You keep trying to blame the left or the right. Like, why does his political affiliation matter? If you want justice for him, it shouldn't matter who, like what political ideology they have. You should just want justice. I mean, I didn't even like Charlie Kirk, but I think that the person who did is a psycho and needs to be brought to justice, whether they're left or right. They need to be off the street. But y'all too busy trying to say, oh, they were blue, they were red. Bitch, they was crazy.
Just to your point, I didn't even know. 1 second. I didn't even know that there were different versions of MAGA. So I thought they were just under one umbrella. Like, imagine one MAGA who is a Kirk fan is upset with the ones who are Nick Fuentes fans, and the Nick Fuentes fan shot the Kirk fan. Like, yikes on a bike. What is going on?
It's just like gang violence. They should make that violence and the FBI files just like gang violence. Just like that. They should have motherfucking accelerators on their sentences because that could be put as a gang violence. The one thing that, like, and because Finity said, like, culturally said this, is like, even though, like, in my hometown, in my neighborhood and stuff like that, there might be people I know who do something stupid. And I'm like, yo, that nigga needs to be locked up. One dude, he killed a little Indian man that worked at a corner store. I was like, yeah, that's my homie, or was my homie. But he needs 45 years to sit down and think about what the fuck he did, or life. I don't want people to not be able to say what the fuck they want to say, think about repercussions from a crazy. That's not.
Shit is crazy. And that's what I said. Me not liking him as a human, I just want to see, like, I just think about, like, that happening to somebody I know. That's not nothing I want to see. Like, I mean, fuck him, and his beliefs or whatever, but live your life, bro. If you want to be racist, you got kids, raise them or whatever, do that. That does not mean I don't have to like a motherfucker. Like, y'all gotta stop this shit, and y'all gotta stop this disingenuous whole, like, oh, he needs to be brought to justice. That's what I agree on. He does need to be brought to justice. But all this, he was MAGA, and then you saying he was a groper. I don't even know what a fucking groper is. I just found out who Nick Fuente was a couple weeks ago, and I just found out that he was as racist as he was a couple days ago. That's the thing. I don't care about y'all like y'all care about us. Y'all come in here, y'all say these antagonizing things to black people, knowing what black people go through every fucking day. If you want to act blind, cool, bro. Cool. You can't get mad when we call it out and say it's a racist act. Nobody's trying to fight you. Nobody's doing none of that. Just like nobody was no black people was trying to fight, what's his name? Charlie Kirk. I never even really seen nobody black have a reaction to him. But y'all come on here and y'all make y'all say the martyr, whatever he is to y'all lessen his value when y'all do the whole, okay, this person is a leftist, a radical leftist, or whatever. Who the fuck cares? He's a killer, and you gonna be real tight when we find out he has no political affiliation, and it was just on some he's just a crazy person, because that's what probably was gonna happen.
And just
if you remember Chris Rock,
just real quick, the thing about it is, why the fuck Charlie Kirk? Like, do these niggas realize how many white supremacists are still walking around here with platforms like Gavin McInnes and Richard Spencer and fucking David Duke? I have a video of a young nigga, a YN, on Beyonce's internet talking about why he supports David Duke, and he sounds so much like a lot of people that be on these stages. The same bullshit about niggas pathology, the same bullshit about the First Amendment, and he's talking about fucking David Duke. I saw a video with a young black boy, like 15 years old. Like, I don't even think he was 15. I think he was probably like 12. Talking about the only thing Charlie Kirk was a soldier for Christ. Now, y'all heard that video that I played earlier, that I sent earlier, saying that he wasn't even on that super religious bullshit when he just came out, but all of a sudden he started rapping his white supremacy and the fucking Christian doctrine. So I think y'all will want to play this and then tell me who have you heard these same words from? I don't know how to play sound, so I'm gonna post it in the chat. But if you play it, tell me who have you heard these same motherfucking words from? From this nigga talking about David.
I said it earlier that Richard Spencer is a carbon copy of David Duke in the 80s. And I think the only reason I was able to make that correlation is because I was born in the early 80s and grew up right on the in that area. You know what I mean? So it's like this shit. And David Duke is George Wallace. The shit repeats itself. And that's why they don't want us teaching real history, because it'll put people on the guard about shit like that when they see it. So, like I said, I have changed my stance. It is sad that he died. I hate that. But he was still a racist. He said racist things. I might have agreed with 3% of the things he said. But the other part of that was brain rot that infiltrated the minds of young people.
Period. It's a lot of churches that, like Gemini said, I seen some videos on Larry Reed Live's channel of some of these white Christian preachers, you know, bigging up Charlie Kirk as some type of I don't know, fucking missionary. And I'm like, do I need to send these people campaign videos from David Duke saying the same motherfucking shit, the same fucking rhetoric? Exactly the same, from affirmative action to immigration and being replaced. Like, all of these things are exactly the same script. But these are now soldiers for Christ. Christ didn't talk like that about nobody. It's just so infuriating, man. I hate to God that so many kids are being brainwashed with this bullshit.
It's a complete perversion of Christianity, because when you come up to somebody with some fuck shit, the easiest way in America to knock those walls down, and you can do the same thing, you can say the same thing in the Islamic world, is you wrap your hate up in religion. Because the one thing that is near and dear to so many people's hearts on this earth is their religion. So you cloak your racism and your bigotry and your biases in religion, it makes it an easier pill to swallow.
To your point, they're not really mad that the man is dead. They're mad that his message might die. That's why they're scrambling to hush up the leftists and the progressives. They don't want that message not to continue. So they have to scramble any way they can. The excuse initially was they thought it was the leftists, even though he died in a red state. Like, just by pure logic, right? An all white or majority white state white group and Christian and Republican, but somehow it was a leftist. I mean, it was so far-fetched to begin with. So, they have to scramble. That message is very poignant to them, and they want it to continue to anyone's demise.
But Juicy, he's already done his job. Like this guy's message is only going to be amplified because it's been mainstream. Like I said, like you don't know the young men in your family may have been being influenced by this dude. I'm gonna post the link in the chat again. I think y'all should play it because it's sad, but it's like a 12-year-old kid talking about Charlie Kirk and how people are wrong for critiquing him and being like, again, I guess he's in this pipeline because nobody celebrate him, but I wish I would motherfucking shed a tear for somebody that said things like black women
they don't use logic, it's really, and I don't like the guy's message. Do I want him to die? No, I'm not saying for somebody to get killed before, some of the Republicans come after me. No. But his message surely stirred up, I would call the backwoods of America, or whatever you want to call it, an ideology that should have been left in the past. That's what I'm going to say. And the way that he talked about women, or how women should essentially, I'm trying to paraphrase her, have a place in the household and essentially nothing else. And but just his message is not something that I would stand for. His message is not something of Christ, seriously, because not all churches and folks are with this mess. Others have spoke out about it. A church here just opened up that celebrated, as far as in another way, I would say, what do you call it? Like a celebration of kind of life, or something like that. A celebration of life service. That church out here, they are heavily leaning to the right. Mercy Culture is a church out here that leans to the right. I haven't seen any literature from them. They may have posted some stuff online, but it's been pins and needles. I told y'all the other night in this room that somebody got in a fight and arguing at a restaurant here about it. And so it's just a lot of this stuff, y'all, it's concerning, but I don't have to celebrate or any of that. But I can also understand, I don't want nobody to die, but I sure don't have to like the comments that has come out of his mouth after looking him up the night y'all talked about him in here. It is embarrassing. And that is no representation, of the Lord Jesus Christ or his message. So the folks who keep saying that, you might want to go find something else to go read, because you are missing entire verses and pages of the Bible. I don't know what y'all reading.
Damn, so everybody divided. Black people, the church, Christians, everybody just, that's crazy. Black people ain't divided. but Matt, you in the chat saying, like, bro, the Republican Party is definitely eating itself. Candace and Laura Loomer had a fight on Twitter earlier. Laura Loomer fights with everyone. Matt Gaetz called Nancy Mace a DEI hire. These people have been fighting. I don't know why y'all act like y'all are so like, oh, we're just sitting over here. Y'all been fighting. Y'all just be delusional. But whatever. There was a fight at Charlie Kirk's vigil. Several of them, actually. Somebody did get stabbed. I don't know why y'all choose to ignore the things that happen. But these things do happen. And when you talk about political violence, the right is like one of the number one terrorist categories in the nation, and it's risen since Trump has gotten in. And if you're honest, who has committed more political violence, the left or the right?
Yeah, us. Who's committing more political violence? Us that sit here and have these conversations. Hey, yo, when we sit here and we say left,
bro,
right,
no, that's not political violence.
Do you even know the definition of violence? That's not how that works.
No, you can't be saying that type of stuff.
Oh man. Hey, let me just say this, right? I feel like this is the play. I always say this, and every time I speak on these situations, this is the play. So, like, culturally, you right. You're actually 100% right. I feel like everybody else is right. And at the end of the day, as long as we running around scrambling, having these conversations amongst ourselves, we not looking up. We not seeing what's going on with the elites above us. And look, hey, I'm just sitting here and I'm just indulging. And I'm just like laughing at what the fuck the conversations is at this point.
So why are you
Because look, this is the whole point.
So then why are you here? That does not make any sense, State.
What don't make sense, Juicy? I call you Juicy. You're a female. That's cool. But you?
No, that's the name. So you just, first off, you had an issue when you came on stage. You said that we were all being violent. Violent how?
Oh, that I don't think that was me. I just came in here. But
no. You did say that. You did say that.
I said, well, yeah, we are. Actually, yeah, I did say that. We are
and so why?
Violently.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so why exactly? Please be specific.
Okay, so we're all acting violently because they're telling you to act violently, and you're listening, and you're doing it, and you're being a sheep.
I'm not your nigga. Try again.
But you said you're not my what?
I'm not your nigga. Don't call me that.
When I called you a nigga, what are you talking about? See, here you go.
Dude,
There you go.
When you say the N-word, I'm not your nigga.
I ain't even called her a nigga.
So try again. Try that explanation again. How are we acting violently? It's either you're violent or you're not. So explain to me how we're acting violently.
No, where did nigga come from? Because this is proving my point.
You said it.
Where did nigga come from?
You said it.
Bro, who did I call a nigga?
Oh,
what are you talking about? Juicy. Yo, did anybody on this stage hear me call anybody a nigga?
That's besides the point.
I didn't hear nigga.
How are we violent?
Okay.
Hey, how are we violent, bro?
Yeah, we playing into it like, bro, we talking about white on white crime that got Black America so involved. Man, this the play. This shit is funny as fuck. Like I'm stepping back. I've had these conversations in Clubhouse just to have.
But how are we playing into it though? Be specific. We're playing into it in what way? By commenting on current world events or?
Yeah. So this how we playing into it. Charlie Kirk, a white conservative, got shot in the neck by a white man, and Black America is fully engulfed into the conversation, into him dying, into celebrating, into being into all of this shit. Why the fuck are we involved in this?
I'll answer you. Right?
Why are we involved and so tight into white on white crime? This white on white crime. Why is Black America just so?
I'll answer you. It's not because it's white on white crime. It's because it's a significant world event tied to our current world leader, which is President Trump. He was very significant to his platform in the way that he injected new blood, so it's going to significantly impact him and his, which is the reason why everybody is hyper-focused on it right now. It's not just our community, the world. They're having moments of silence for Charlie Kirk in other countries. This is world news. So, of course, we're going to discuss world news.
Yeah, and
it's a monumental event. So, I mean,
Clubhouse
I don't get it.
Bro. Like, I definitely get it. We on the app. We going to talk about whatever.
Yeah, not just whatever conversation. This is a political room, right? This is a politically based room, just like its sister room, which is politically correct, right? So we're going to talk about major events in politics. Everybody's involved, exactly right. So, of course, we're going to discuss that. I don't get how we're involving ourselves in something that doesn't involve us.
Because Gemini, outside of this room or outside, I'll just say outside of the whole Clubhouse app, we see how Black America is being pulled into something that don't got nothing to do with us, right? Would you agree with that?
but it's also affecting.
Hold on. I just want to
Stay. It's also, but the problem is it's also affecting. Stay 1 second, because you do run on sentences. I at least yield. First off,
the question is not a run on sentence.
It is affecting Black people. Okay, HBCUs have been receiving death threats.
That's the other play that got y'all feeling dumb. Why did the HBCUs get them calls? This is the play. Are you serious?
What do you mean? It's a play.
People's
It's our
lives are
safety.
at stake. It's not a play when people are dying. Okay?
Only one person died, Charlie Kirk. Who else died outside
No,
of Charlie
but
Kirk?
what is sir? Like 8 Black schools got bomb threats or
It
different
was
type
5.
of threats.
Yes, it was 5.
No, 8.
Okay. And so what does that mean?
And what do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean? What does it mean? It makes it unsafe. And you as a Black person, let me explain something to you. I don't know if you know this or not. Whenever something happens in the world that in America that pertains to violence or pertains to the left or Democrats, the first people that are going to catch the backlash is Black people. It doesn't matter if we had anything to do with it or not. That's why we have to be involved. That's why when it happened, the first motherfuckers you heard come out and say, I don't condone political violence is Obama and Kamala Harris. That's why, because they had the foresight to know this is going to come back on us, and it always does. And the reason why people are getting so irritated with you is because as a Black man, you should definitely know that. And if you don't, I'm here as an older Black man to tell you that that's why. So we have to be involved in everything at all times, or at least vigilant or knowing, because it always falls back on us.
Hey, Coach, so you actually saying what I said. So we actually on the same page. Like, literally what you just said, how it falls back on the Black culture, that's all I've been talking about. I've been talking about, like, how we are used and they use us to garnish our energy. The Black community. If we talking about the Black community, why are we put into so many situations that don't got nothing to do with us? And as far as with the whole the HBCUs, hey, when JFK was assassinated, HBCUs was up. They was standing. They was there. They go
What does JFK got to do with this?
Hold on.
They were just
Let me land. I'm about to land. So even when it come to JFK, bro, did HBCUs go on lockdown? So
what
when
are
I
you
say
talking about?
when I'm agreeing with you, culturally, when I say I'm agreeing with you, I'm literally agreeing with you, because when we talk about white on white crime, why are HBCUs getting shut? Like, there's no evidence.
Because there was a threat. No.
When I'm about to land. Yeah. So when it comes to that, I agree with you, because it's just like, yo, I sit back and I think and I look, and it's just like, yo, why are HBCUs shut down after Charlie Kirk got assassinated from a white man? We gotta sit here and we gotta ask ourselves these questions.
Okay, but say there was a legitimate threat made against these HBCUs.
From
and
who?
I'm not involved in.
Let her land.
Right. There's. I don't know, because guess what? That's what they call investigations for, and the FBI is investigating where the threats came from. So I don't know, and I'm not going to make assumptions. I'm not like you guys who just make all these crazy ass assumptions. Let the investigation play out, and we figure it out. But at the end of the day, I don't find that funny. I don't find any of that funny. I find it really revolting and sickening that y'all do this bullshit all the time. You know,
You
it's
can't
really
find it funny because you don't know where the information came from.
Sir, I'm telling you where it came from.
You just said you don't know where it came from.
I told you where it came
Where
from.
did it come from?
The FBI put it out that these schools were threatened, literally. That they put it out. It's credible.
So
they said they were credible. Oh my God! Oh,
Hold on, Rez. So you saying you don't? Because I have the note for that was sent to Southern University saying that the boy was gonna shoot up Black kids until somebody shot him.
And he said he was going to shoot up, and he had a specific number, actually.
And
he said, I'm going to shoot up a certain amount.
Hold on. And at my old school, it happened. I got an email about it, and the 3 other schools that were that are around it had to be shut down too.
And the black hold on, sir.
Oh.
Hold on. And the black caucus literally came out. I don't know what your problem is. If we're going to have a real discussion in this room, we have real discussions. We don't laugh. We actually have real discussions. So if you want to do that laughter shit, go someplace else, because we have real, actual intellectual discussions. So if your intellectual prowess isn't strong enough to have an actual real discussion, then you might need to take it someplace else.
I'll follow up after you. Go ahead, speak.
Well, the laughter is not funny.
It's
right?
Clubhouse. Calm down. Stop being so sensitive.
Hey, bro.
Sir, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Bitch.
Yeah, what you're not going to do is tone police me, and what you're not going to do is tell me about this in Clubhouse.
Hey, bro.
I never policed you at all. I never policed you at all. The reality is, at the end of the day, these HBCUs were threatened. Bottom line. And this is what always happens, that there is a black backlash in regards to black people in the black community when these type of things happen. Anytime that there is a threat in the white community, that we always tend to be the ones, just like he said, that become the targets. We become the first target. So now they're pivoting in other directions, because now us as the target. So now the trans community is becoming the target, because now they re-pivoted the conversation, and now they were saying that his roommate is a trans person, and now it's a trans situation, and now they're trying to stir the pot with the LGBT community. So, like I said, it just goes on, and they go bounding down these rabbit holes.
With us, right?
They playing with everybody at the end of the day.
That's all I'm saying, right?
And but the point of it is that nobody is discussing the fact that in a white community, in a white town, within a purely white state, in Utah, that this white man was shot by another white man who was raised by a white family who raised him to literally play with guns from the time he was 8 years old. And everybody wants to get into whose political affiliation he was involved in when he had no political affiliation.
Where does that information come from? That he was raised to play with guns since he was 8? Where
Sir,
did that come from?
it's actually out there. It's actually out there. His mother's. It came from his. Yeah, it came from his.
You can Google the.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. His mother's Facebook pages and everything.
Hold on. I've been trying to be quiet. Rez, you've been on point like a motherfucker, so I ain't trying to be disrespectful. Look, everything Rez said has been on point. On top of that, if you do drop a due diligence, which I would advise you to do if you're going to have a discussion on the subject matter, right? You can see him playing with 50 cals at like 8, 9, 10 years old. Like we're not even talking about your normal high caliber rifle. We're talking about sit down big gun twice as big as him, and he's next to it.
Which are two man gunners, because I was a 50 cal gunner.
Exactly. Okay, you shoot that with your thumbs. You hold it with both hands and shoot with your thumbs. Right,
okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, what should I Google to find this information? What should I put in?
Look, just Google Charlie Kirk killer.
I'm asking, what should I put in to find this information?
Google Charlie Kirk's killer.
They were pretty good.
I'm gonna Google Charlie Kirk killer.
Pro-gun family state. That's
where is it, by the way? 13 Bravo, who? So yeah.
So Matt, in the chat, you wrote,
I love these
that the guy was, I was saying, I don't give a fuck who made the threats to the HBCUs. Just like I don't care about what political affiliation the man who shot Charlie Kirk was. This is where you guys come off disingenuous, because it always has to do with, it was the person black, was the person this, was the person that. Who gives a fuck? The thing is that 8 times out of 10, when these people are caught, they happen to be right wing. The guy who tried to assassinate Trump, right wing.
Right wing.
These people, so you cannot get mad at us or say we're being disingenuous for reading the facts. If they were left wing, I would still want them caught. I don't give a fuck. The people who made these threats to the HBCUs, if they were black people disguising themselves as white people, guess what? I still want to
on a
lock them.
card. Period. What we talking about? That's the problem with y'all. Y'all be mad at us because we be wanting people locked up regardless of whatever. But y'all don't be wanting people regardless locked up. Here's the problem, and you know this is the shit that be aggravating me. Y'all move the goalposts every fucking time. First of all, it was, oh, we can't wait. Y'all, the Utah governor praying to God that this was going to be somebody else. He was going to fall under a they category. He was praying that it was going to be somebody Mexican, it was going to be an immigrant, it was going to be somebody of color, it was going to be somebody else, but somebody that was young, white, and came from a Republican family.
So why
and you know what he had to admit?
Why we all fighting with each other?
Nobody is fighting.
What you just said, if what you just said, if we know he said it, because I watched it too, we can't sit back and see the play. Like, bro, this is literally the reason, this shit happened for us to have the conversation that we having right now. Not just on Clubhouse, in our communities, in our households, families, all of that. Like, man,
the problem is no one's playing. We got kids in these schools. You know, my little cousin goes to a HBCU, so that's not nothing to play with.
Coach,
it's not nothing to be like.
Really think
it's not nothing to be.
Was threatened after Charlie Kirk got sniped, bro?
What are you saying? I just told you. Hold on. Let me read this to you. I watched this is the letter that Southern University got it, and trigger warning because it is terrible. I watched the full. I don't know how to say her name. The girl that got killed on the bus. Zara two. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
We know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I watched the full her video on Telegram and decided I've seen enough of your nigger bullshit. What do you think would happen if I killed 40 niggers at Charlotte before I ran her into the train? Obviously, the situation would be very different for her. She would likely live today. I am a pussy about attacking in the past, but this time is going to be different. I've decided it's time for real attacks. So let me be very clear. I'm going to shoot every angry nigger, I'm going to shoot every nigger, because these words are kind of crossed out or redacted. I'm going to shoot every nigger I see at the Baton Rouge SU campus for your fake HBCU in the short amount of time before your nigger defending pigs come to kill me. I'm coming only for niggers who, no whites, no chinks. Then I will finish myself. The nigger lover police will feel embarrassed when 25 nigger skulls are zipped up and in warning signs and looked into, and it is seen that this threat is reported not credible. You will be asking all of the warning signs, but you fail. I'm reading as it's written, but you fail to look at your own behaviors. Every person in my life has said to me, my words are not credible until now. Ignore me because the psychological pain of knowing it happened exactly as I warned will be much worse. My manifesto explains everything except specific details about where exactly I am, and it's attached to this email. I explain why I'm choosing to go on a nigger hunt at SUBR and why I don't give a fucking shit about using my real name. I have to do something now, and using my real name forces me to act. There is no going back for me now. I'm going to go for a better score than Dylan Roof.
Okay.
Now, whether that's a playing, whether you think that's a joke, that is to be taken at the utmost seriousness.
No matter who the fuck it is.
Yeah. No. I don't take it serious at all.
Well, PTR.
So let me
Okay,
say
well,
why.
we gonna move past it because if you don't find value in life, we gonna move past it.
But hold on, I can't say why I don't take it
No,
serious.
you sound stupid as fuck at this point, bro. You sound stupid as fuck right now, bro. You sound stupid as hell, bro. I can't even.
Because you know what?
No, we don't want to hear dumb shit.
You're the same person that listened to Megyn Kelly literally blame President Obama for the state we in today. Like,
I don't know
what this man ain't.
About. You're talking about a different person.
I'm making a. Let me finish my point. You're the same black man that will listen to these people continuously blame black people.
Because
I'm not finished. You the same black man that will continuously listen to white people cape for black people being the problem in the United States of America and continuously keep pushing the goalposts, and you will continuously keep saying, well, nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't. We will keep laughing. And then what happens is when it happens in your backyard, then you want black people like me to then turn around and say, I need you to come help me because now it done happen in my backyard. Fuck out of here. I'm going.
Yeah, that ain't me. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know who you talking to.
Well, while you're there, PTR, because this is Tyler Robinson, one of his first guns, and at that age, to be that young and be a gun owner is absolutely ridiculous. That should be another part of the gun reform. You have to be a certain age to receive a gun, because this is madness.
Well, this is what we got to learn about white people in white America. You made this statement to be that young and to be a gun owner. Yo, when you in white America, we talking about the South. Like,
you're not Utah. That is not the South. That's the West.
Hold on.
That's not the South. That's not the South. That is the West.
Hold on.
Clarify. They live in Utah. That is the West.
What are you talking about?
Calm down. Whether we're talking about the South, whether we're talking about the West, if we're talking about white America, they train their kids to hold these rifles and snipe and do what they do since they're way before they're 18 years old.
And now he gets to shoot Charlie Kirk in the neck. So again, it just added up to the violence that you initially talked about. No? See or no?
Oh man, y'all, this is
See. Bro, I gotta admit, man.
Because you don't think that's what I just read?
Don't waste your time, bro. Don't waste your time, bro.
See, you say don't waste your time, but
I like a good debate. I like hearing an intellectual speak, but the more you talk, the dumber you get. Like, I'm serious, bro. I'm losing brain.
Bro,
like, you're not making no sense.
Don't waste your time, and you call me an intellectual. Like, I just don't know what I'm speaking about.
You don't. He just gave you a very valid reason that they were concerned. The FBI took that seriously for good reason. You always want to be proactive, especially when it's high tensions. You're sitting here saying, I wouldn't be worried about that shit. Like, what the fuck?
So you want me to tell you why these conversations are disingenuous? Because Gemini just said a point about the FBI. So if you're talking about a point about the FBI, do you believe full-heartedly everything the FBI says about the Epstein case? Yes or no? Just answer the question, yes or no.
As far what do we? I don't even understand the question.
Hold on, wait. It's the
moving the goalposts.
FBI is not the one holding them.
Right, the DOJ got the file. The DOJ has the file.
Hold on.
The DOJ has. Sir, you don't know what you're talking about. The DOJ has the file.
Rez, I'm talking to Gemini.
Gemini would tell you the same thing. The DOJ.
The DOJ has the file.
Oh my God. So
the
Gemini
DOJ
brought a
has
point
the
up
file.
in this conversation. Hold on, Gemini. At this point in this conversation we're having now about the FBI. So my question to Gemini is, when it comes to the Epstein case and the Epstein files,
we're not depending on the FBI. You understand? That's not what we're waiting on right now.
Oh my God.
The DOJ has the fucking file. What do you not understand? You don't even know the difference in the agencies. This is what this is. I don't give a fuck because that's the disingenuous shit. You motherfuckers don't even know the difference in the fucking agencies, but y'all be talking so much dumb shit. Listen, learn and understand what the fucking government does before you come on these stages talking this dumb shit. Y'all is fucking stupid.
Yeah, you gotta do better, Slade. This not a good look.
Bro,
Like
saying
not just trying to coach him up, like
because last time he was in here, I thought we had a decent conversation.
We having a decent conversation.
No, you need to listen to Just. Listen to Just, bro. Trust me.
If that letter came to any school, I'm not spazzing on you. I'm telling you, if that letter came to any school, black, white, green, blue, purple, if that shit came to a fucking dog, a doggy daycare, they would shut that bitch down. Like, and you talking about, oh no, I wouldn't take this.
Hey, Just, let me make it simpler. If I received that letter to my home, right?
I'm out.
I guarantee you I'm gonna take it seriously,
If
man.
that letter came to my airline, we would shut that motherfucker down. We would shut the tarmac down. We will shut the airport down. We will shut the whole fucking airline down, and we will shut this bitch down. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Let's go down the list of how many times
What is you talking about?
Shut down. Let's go through that list, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not even trying to.
But that's not something. This ain't gambling. You don't call bluffs on that.
Just work with me, bro. Like,
I can't work with you on human life.
Shit. we just talking, bro. Like,
Yeah, but not the saying, oh, I don't take that seriously. I don't play like that.
And
I play, but not that much.
Take it serious because I can see that is some bullshit going on. Because even us are sitting amongst each other, whether you for Charlie, whether you for Trump, whether you Democratic, whatever way you going, whatever happens in real life, the sole purpose is for us to debate with each other, to say, oh, you wrong, you right. Like, are we saying we don't know that this is what the play is? Is that what we saying? That this is not what the play is?
There's no play, bro. There's no play. There's no this. See, this is what I'm thinking. You think it's somebody's playing? This is a crazy person, and this is where we get fucked up in this country, or have been fucked up. Y'all go into this whole like, oh well, this person's ideology or whatever. The bitch was crazy. Like fuck what he voted for. He was crazy. And he shot somebody in the middle of a speech.
I do agree. Jess is onto something. I agree. That letter is fucked up. I don't know how you get behind that with your full chest state on that one. I mean, any kind of letter like that, if anybody got that letter at their work, like, that's fucked up, dude. I don't even know why you're going down that road to fix that.
Are we thinking
that's just a safety issue. Like, what are we talking about? It's just basic safety 101, and we going down a fucking rabbit hole.
Since 9/11.
That shit is crazy.
Can I ask you a question, Jess? Like, Jess, I'm asking you a question, right? So when we look at all the things that happen in the United States of America, right? Like the bombing or the Tesla blowing up at Trump Towers, right? And the fucking dude that went in and shot the dude on the 33rd floor in Times Square, even if we going back to Maji, Joni, whatever his name is, when it comes to all these fucking manifestos and letters and all this shit, bro, are we really going to sit here and we believe that every time we see a situation happen the way it happens, that these dudes are the ones write their manifestos and they just saying, yo, this is me, I did it, this is the reason why I did it, I wrote this letter, y'all read it, and now y'all fucking argue amongst yourselves. Like, come on, we think all these dudes, matter of fact, how about this? How about this? Last thing I'm gonna say. How about you look up how much it takes and what it takes to engrave a message on a shell casing? And that's what we keep seeing, right? What? Messages on shell casings, whole paragraphs, messages, all this shit. And y'all just sit back and believe it.
You could tell you don't manage people for a living.
Let me. This is the state of play in our country since 9/11. Every threat must be taken seriously. Every single one. That's just what we've been on since. I mean, it should have been like that before 9/11, but especially since 9/11. It used to happen in high school. They would call bomb threats in and shit. We would have to leave the school. You got it doesn't matter how minuscule or how much of a joke you think it is. You have to take it seriously every time. And so that's the problem. We have crazy.
Judge, let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. If you don't take it if you take it seriously, what's the worst case scenario?
You miss some school or something like that. But if you don't take it that one time that you don't, I've lived in two.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to ask my next question. That's my next question. What if you don't take it seriously? Then what?
You get fucking the Atlanta '96 Olympics, or fucking what was that Oklahoma City, or you get shit like that.
Bombing, you get all these different things that happen.
The time when you don't take it seriously, that's when the shit happens.
That's right.
And you think a black school, any school first off, this shit happened at a university.
They locked down the
shit happened at a university. Every school the next day is going to be on high alert.
Do you know they locked down the Naval Academy the same day that Charlie Kirk got shot?
And any specialized school, any black school, any school where there's, that's gonna be top priority. So whether you read it and you thought it was bullshit or not, you have to act. And anybody that is like that, and this is no shade to you, I do not want them on no type of protective services that, protect where I'm at, because I don't give a fuck what you think about it. You better get these people out of here.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Do you know something? Hold on, State. Do you know that if you say the word bomb, do you know that if you say the word bomb, in the airports, period, point, fucking blank, it will lock and shut the fucking airport down. 100%. Right. They take every threat seriously, whether or not it is true or not. I have been at Hartsfield Airport. I have been at SFO. I have been at several airports around the world because I work at a lot of these airports around the world, and I'm going to tell you, we take every fucking threat serious. So anytime we suspect anything, if a motherfucker calls any shit in, we are going to shut the motherfucker down.
You should. I agree. I think
that protocol goes for schools. Yes. It goes for any fucking thing. So I'm trying to make a point. In my point I'm making to you, and in my summation state, is that what you're saying doesn't make sense, because every threat, whether it's a HBCU, whether it's an elementary school, whether it's a damn airport, whether it's a apartment building, whatever the threat is, people take security seriously, and they are going to stop anything, and they're going to stop an operation, shut it down until they can secure it and make sure that the threat is not imminent. Period.
I agree with you. Rez is 100% correct. I agree with you, Rez. All right, so cool. So Gemini and Just, right? I'm gonna ask y'all a question, right? Gemini and Just, if y'all still up.
No.
Do y'all feel like...
No. They're not the only ones on stage. They're not the only ones on stage. They stop doing that. They're not going to booty lick for you either, State. They're not going to save you, State. Do you understand? If you say something that is wrong, one of us is going to come and correct you, and it might be a woman. I hope you're okay with that. I hope you're okay with that.
Can you mute up?
No!
Gemini and Just, can y'all tell her to mute up so I can just ask this question, bro? Gemini and Just, can y'all tell her to mute up so I can just ask this question? Like, all right, so cool, she muted now, right? So,
all right, hold on, Stay. You can ask your question, but you can't Like, it's an open stage, an open forum.
But she cut me off, bro. Like,
hold on, bro. Hold on. Just let me finish. Hold on. So when you ask your question, somebody, if they have a answer for it, other than me and Gemini, and he might be asleep, so they they allow them to answer. Like, come on, bro.
Just before she started speaking, did you even hear my question?
You didn't ask the question yet,
exactly.
But what she's saying to you is, if you ask a question that she feels like she may have an answer on and want to chime in on, it's an open stage. Anybody can. But if I have an answer, I answer too. Just ask your question.
Okay, all right. So my question is, right, Gemini just or whoever to the stage, right? So based off of what we were just speaking about of how we have to take all threats serious, do we really believe that Donald Trump actually had a real attempted assassination on his life? Do you believe that, Just?
I don't know. I honestly do not know. It seems weird to me, but I do think it should be taken seriously, just like I think that anything else should be taken seriously.
You know what to say, bro.
No, it's not. No, you know what to say. I can dislike you. I can beat you up. I can want to slap you. I don't think people should just be gunned down in the street. That's not my style. I've never been that way. I wasn't raised like that. Y'all think because someone talks harsh and is not afraid to say the things that they are evil. I really don't give a fuck, but I'm actually not evil. I don't want to see nobody hurt. Even like me, I might want to cuss your ass out. I might want to press you, but I don't want to see anybody hurt. And it's the reason I got so pissed off with Omari for saying that, and Matt knows because he was in here, when the shit happened, I got in an argument, and I didn't really get in an argument, but me and, who was it? Black Freedom was saying how we really ain't fuck with it. And they was calling us a coon and everything, and we soft and everything. So it's irritating when you say something. I say exactly what the fuck I mean. I don't think the boy should have been shot. That's just how I feel. Now, if somebody else feel that way, that's on them. I believe in free speech as well. But that's not my feeling. So I think that both things, the threats at the schools, all the things that happened in hindsight, and the killing, it all was wrong. I'm not hung up on if it's a right wing or a left wing. I just know what's been happening, and it's been from the right side. But if it's a left wing, get the motherfucker out of here. If it's a black person, get them out of here. If it's an immigrant, get them out of here. But it's likely not. And then we just like we have to say, we can say, get them out of here on all levels, whatever they are. We have to look at statistics. And I'm a math guy. And statistically, it's a very, very, well, I mean, we already see it was always a very low chance of it being a non-white person. And statistically, from what's been happening with right-wing and right-wing extremism, it was very likely for it to be a right-wing person. Now, that we don't know yet. He could be politically unaffiliated. But all this, he had a trans lover, so that don't mean shit. Y'all got trans people on the right side, too.
Hey, but you see how they try to just get everybody to argue, though, right? You see how, like, whether he was staying with a trans person, whatever. At the end of the day, all of this is for what's happening right now. The left, the right, the up, the down, the black, the white. This is what it's for. And we fall into it every time. That's my whole point. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think taking heed to a bomb threat is falling into anything.
But then we have to ask ourselves the same way we do our deep dives, or we go on the ChatGPT, whatever the case is. Now we have to ask ourselves, where did this come from? Who made the call? What was the validity behind the whole situation? Because that will show us more of who's doing what and who's trying to make us go back and forth with each other.
It's the FBI
job. That's not our job. Come on.
They're doing that right now as we speak.
Right.
They
So
want to conduct an
let that
investigation.
be. My God, y'all get into these conspiracy things. That's why we in the place we in now, because y'all go down these damn rabbit holes. Stop it.
Okay, cool. So, all right, cool. We going down these rabbit holes. I asked the question: was Trump assassination attempt real or not?
We don't know, because at the end of the day, guess what? No, let me tell you, it was an open and shut case. They didn't do shit. There was no full investigation. They were never transparent about the situation. One man died. They did a whole funeral about it, and they never were transparent about the situation. So we have no fucking idea, and we never find out, because there was never any FOIA, and nobody did shit. So we don't know.
But we know what's going on right now with Kirk, though. We know that, though, right?
What? We don't. We don't know that either. All we know is that this white man shot him.
That's all I'm saying, Rez. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, again, I don't. All we know is a young white man. It was white on white crime. That's what we know. Hello?
It was white on white crime, but the black community in uproar. Go ahead, Gemini.
Who in an uproar?
You be smoking? Do you smoke? Do you smoke weed?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, it makes sense. Got you.
It make a whole lot of sense.
Man, get out of here, bro. All right, see, Gemini. All right.
Yeah, because you be in your own head. I get it.
I just check. I had a feeling. That's all.
That's...
All right, yeah, so my thoughts are coming from the fact that I smoke weed. All right.
No, because that paranoia be kicking in. I get it. I ain't something just like you.
What am I paranoid about? I ain't
Y'all be paranoid about all kind of shit.
What am I paranoid about? I'm not paranoid about nobody doing nothing to me. So what am I paranoid about? I'm not Charlie Kirk. I'm not nobody in any type of position. So what am I paranoid about? Rez?
I mean, you came up here and called us violent, so...
I ain't hear you, Juicy. My bad.
I said you came up here and called us violent, so...
I didn't call y'all nothing. I don't... So, Juicy and Red, like, I don't even... Like, I was talking to Just. I was talking to Gemini. I'm not...
You were on the stage talking. You were on the stage talking. That means... even if you're talking to Just and even if you're talking to Gemini, you're on the stage. It's an open stage, so we can all jump in at any time.
Of course. Like, did I say you couldn't jump in or you couldn't speak? Did I say that?
Again,
I only got a moderator badge.
You keep pointing out Just and Gemini like they were
because that's
going
who
to
I
stop
asked
you
the
from
question
saying
to.
anything. You were asking multiple questions. Either way, I was going to correct you when you needed correcting. What's the problem?
All right, correct me, Juicy. Where do I need my correcting at? Where do I need that?
You came up here and called us violent. There we go. Start there.
What? Oh my God.
What? That's what you did. What?
Hey, Juicy. So you saying the correction I need is that I called y'all violent?
Yes.
So this is where the whole left and right situation comes into play because we have a person that's on the stage, Juicy, like that don't know that I come in this room all the time and everybody that's moderated at least know what my stance is. And you're playing
What's your stance again?
You're playing into
What's your
what
stance
they want
again?
you to play into. You don't think for yourself, Juicy. I'm sorry. You're not thinking
What's
for
your
yourself.
stance again?
You're not thinking for yourself, Juicy. Sorry.
What is your stance again?
My stance is you don't think for yourself. That Juicy doesn't think for herself.
Okay.
That's my stance.
Okay. And where did you get that from?
Because of what you just said. It shows me clearly you don't think for yourself.
Lord, Jesus, it's too early. Oh my God. You literally just
Justin, they got a little bit of tension, or am I misreading?
Yeah, mute up. That's disgusting. That's literally disgusting. Yuck.
I don't know which side it's from, but
not you too, Jess. I'm clamped right now.
Nah, Slate is like a let me think.
And
kind of like
the homie, just
y'all did y'all grandma have a chihuahua?
Yeah, that's what
like when you when you first meet it, you be like, man, get this motherfucking dog. And then after you be around it, you be like, this little motherfucker, alright. And you might be sitting on your lap and watching TV. That's how Slade is.
Yep,
So he
ankle biter.
he alright sometimes.
And I ain't gonna say if I'm wrong or whatever the case is. Like, look, I'm just trying to have the conversation, and I feel like we getting played. I'm not saying I'm right, y'all wrong, whatever the case is. I'm saying that we. You said
who playing us and what they playing us for?
So now we're having a conversation of why.
I'm asking the question. Why?
Okay, so
why?
I answer the question. They playing us because they need our energy. So I'm just looking at the stage. I feel like this is a.
Why?
I feel like
the question. Who and why?
Okay, like I can't answer it if you like cut me off. So
but you gotta tell me who first, love. Who?
Rez, this is what I didn't go.
Start at the beginning.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't know who, and you don't know who. That's the problem.
But then you can't. But love, listen. Who's on first? This is where I always get. This is what messes me up in the conversation, because you can't be telling me who unless you could tell me who the who is. This is the problem.
Okay. So let's do this. Who benefits from Charlie Kirk getting sniped in the neck? Rez, who benefits from that?
I don't know, because I'm not in Charlie Kirk's
Exactly.
pockets.
So you in the same boat as me. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
I'm not in Charlie Kirk's pockets.
What? What are you talking about, Charlie Kirk pockets?
What I'm saying to you is that I am not a part of his organization, so I don't know who benefits from Charlie Kirk's situation.
Facts. That is 100% facts.
But you're the one making the summation. So why would I be discussing something about who when I don't know who? I'm not going to have that conversation about the who when I don't know who the who is.
So you can agree with me that we are pretty much fighting amongst ourselves and we don't know the reason why we're having conversations.
I'm not fighting, because here's the thing.
We fighting with me. We fighting with each other.
I'm not fighting with you. I'm telling you I don't give a fuck. Because here's the thing. Yeah, I'm telling you I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, this white on white crime, right? And what I'm telling you is I'm sitting back with my popcorn watching this shit go down. And at the end of the day, I think it's a very unfortunate situation. What I'm trying to concern myself with is how do I make sure that the people that I love and that I care about and the people that are in proximity to me and the people in my community are okay, and that bomb threats don't go down in HBCUs, that the people that I love and care about and that attend those HBCUs stay safe, and the people that work in proximity and work in the realm that I work in are okay, and that my child that serves in the military currently are okay, and the veterans like myself that I take care of and make sure that are okay will still be okay, just like me. That's the people that I concern myself about. So whatever is going on with their situation, I can't worry about.
Like me, I got kids serving in the military too.
Right. So that's what I worry. That's what I worry about. I worry about veterans, because I did 22 years in the Army. I worry about my son that's still on active duty, so I'm still in that space, and I make sure that that's taken care of, and that's what I can concern myself with, because I still got reach in that space. But that's what I can concern myself with, because as long as I got an active duty, as long as I got a retired military ID card, I can do what I need to do, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Period.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Steve, do you mind if I speak?
Absolutely. Go for it.
I ain't no mob, bro. Go ahead, do your thing.
Awesome. Well, what a cool space. I mean, holy moly, I was thinking it was like a 420 lounge where we just smoke weed, and all of a sudden I heard TC going hard.
Nah, you can't smoke weed and speak on the stage, bro. You can't smoke weed and be in here.
Okay.
TC
what I was gonna
going hard. Honestly, he really had to concede on multiple points before he left the room. It didn't really go well for him.
Well, that's why I'm gonna back him up a little bit. I love TC.
No, you can love him, but I mean, if we're accurately reviewing what occurred on this stage, he had to concede on multiple points before he went on mute and then left. I mean,
well, here's why I specifically love this guy. Is because
no one cares if you love him. Respectfully. Do you have anything that you want to say?
Yeah, what about you? What would you like? We don't want, TC is not here, and we don't want to discuss someone that's not here, so why don't you go ahead and give us your submission, sir?
Sure, definitely. Thank you for allowing me on stage. I am an absolute stoner galore. I love the weed.
Okay.
Because, and you know what? I'm on a hiatus. I'm like on a break of it, but it's called a tolerance break. If anybody in the weed space knows that.
Why do you say weed and that mean weed? Why do you say it like that?
No, because I'm in the space, and can I speak, or are you just going to fucking keep talking?
I'm just kind of curious. You just piqued my curiosity. Go ahead.
You speak.
Okay. Man, say what you got to say, bro.
So most people don't call it weed, for one. If you truly are a part of the cannabis community, you will refer to it as cannabis. Only like outsiders refer to it as weed. That's what sparked my curiosity. I'm also in the cannabis space. If you go to YouTube and look up G7 Genetics, that's my channel. If you go to the website, G7 Genetics, which is currently sold out because my shit moves, that's my fucking site.
That's what Gemini kind of did to me. He was like, dude, flip you, flip me, flip everybody. You don't even know who I am. I'm Jason from the Bay, and I'm literally fighting for the fucking goddamn green fucking goddamn stigma, and I'm willing to actually go so far that I am doing it for the prisoners. And the Last Prisoner Project is a big thing of mine, and I'm best friends with, let me tell you, the godfather of weed.
Not the name dropper.
D'Angelo. His name's Anthony D'Angelo, as a matter of fact. And Rez, if Gemini speaks one more time over me, I'm going to let you kick his ass.
Hey, yo, what the fuck going on?
Gemini is my battle, so that will never be happening. Gemini is my battle buddy, so that will never be happening.
All right, I knew you guys were together.
That's my battle buddy for life.
Homie, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you might want to. Yeah, you might want to. Yeah, you tripping,
bro.
We ain't doing that, bro.
Hey, they tripping. Go ahead. You can I
get the mic or can I not get the mic? I don't even know what
the mic is back in your hand. Go, champ. Go ahead.
I'll speak for like 10 seconds and then you'll jump in on my ass.
Bro,
what
let's
up?
talk.
Okay, sorry. Hey, man. I'm here to say hi. I'm Jason from the Bay. I love weed and I love you. And I want you to love weed too.
No.
Man, what the fuck?
White folk is crazy.
Yo, what the entire...
I'm Jason from the Bay, and I love weed, and I love you, and I want you.
I love you, and I love you too. Totally gnarly, dude.
Gnarly,
Hey, gnarly.
2:50 in the morning.
Pack a bowl.
All I'm saying.
Bless my soul.
When he goes back to TC and tells his daddy what happened, he's going to blame all of us. He's going to say that we picked on him, quote unquote, and not that he came up here like a total high-ass doofus.
See, I love you. Let me actually be real. That's okay. That's okay. Not many people.
You know what I do like? I like Jazz's picture. Do you see her PTR? Does it look familiar?
She did like a double finger fuck me or something. I don't even know.
It's definitely a double fuck you. It definitely.
Here's what I say, Juicy. I love your Juicy.
I don't like you.
I love your Juicy.
And you're high.
Crazy.
That's fine. What I want to say is just a couple things. Shit, I think I forgot. Let me go.
Because you're high, baby. Go down, back down to the goo. It's okay.
Whatever strain you are smoking, you are great advertising for it because it is effective as fuck.
That's a strain we don't even know about. That's great.
Yeah,
That strain is straining. Okay.
Ain't it?
I found it. And if you guys allow me to just speak a little bit.
We tried, bro.
Don't tell us who you are. Don't
Jason
tell us
from the Basin. We already know Jason from the Basin.
Yeah,
Hello?
Don't tell us who you are. Don't tell us where you're from. Just move forward.
Jason from the Basin. We got you, Jason.
No, from the basement? I love that. No. Hell yeah.
Jason
Dude,
from
it's
the
like a
basement.
secret level of love. You want to be in the basement, boo. Trust me. Because I know nobody.
Do you have an intimate love for TC?
I know TC. Yeah. TC once in a while shows himself. He's like, Junior, I just made 3.
Do y'all ever do y'all have an intimate relationship or what's the nature?
No. Well, here's what I wanted to say is he knows Nelson and I know Nelson, and when they went to a party, he said, hey, I closed a $30,000 deal in front of Nell. And what I was going to do with
$30,000 deal
is I'm actually going to do a $300 million deal in front of Nell. Let's go.
Oh, okay. All right.
What
Is
happened?
that into your submission?
Things are getting progressively great for all of us. Stop being such a racist. And stop being such a jerk. The basement can still make money, honey. And what I will say is this. I want to help the handicap of the world have their own golf tee instead of the red, white, blue tees and the black tees and the back it up. I want a Hispanic tee. I want a black tee.
Man,
well, actually, they already have a black tee.
Are you
No,
MAGA?
I actually, ultimately, I want the handicap.
Jason, are you MAGA?
No, I want to see.
Did you vote for Trump?
My friend. Hold on 1 second. I want to see my friend David J. Buck.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
David J. Buck. David J. Buck, who is in a wheelchair.
Jason, did you vote for Donald J. Trump?
Hell yeah, I voted for
It just makes sense.
He said,
Gavin Newsom. I love Gavin Newsom. I'm his governor. I actually really like Gavin Newsom. I don't know why. I just think he's unraveling a big mess in California, and he's doing his best. And he wants to quit.
So you like him and you don't know why you like him.
Jason from the Bay, he not a jerk. He not a drunk. Jason from the Bay.
You know why you like
Jason
him.
don't know that shit about Trump. Jason from the Bay.
Jason, you gay, ain't you?
No, I'm happy as fuck, but at the same time, I'm trying to invent something for, like, the handicap, the rollers of the world, the people that are in a wheelchair. I want them to have fun playing golf just like I do. And I want them to have their own tee. Thank you. Ladies have their own tee, so fuck off, bitches. I'm sorry, I got a little hardcore. But I want all you to remember my name, Jason from the Bay. Stood tall, stood fast for the...
You know, Jason, I saw in the chat when TC was in here, you were making a lot of passes at him. And then I've just picked up on some of the other things that you've been saying. And I've come to the conclusion that, Jason, you're gay. And it's okay. You too, but I just want to know, is this going to be the end of your submission?
Life that you haven't done. I
don't care, though.
I was in La Quinta, and I was enjoying my life, and I was starting my business, and I was like, well, there's a cool tennis tournament, and then Kobe Bryant died. And I went to the same place, and then I was like, God damn, this is fucked up. And I played with an up-down, like tennis facility. And so I saw all these wheelchair people do their thing. And I met David J. Buck, and I was like, like really intrigued, and I was talking to him, and he knew the GoDaddy guy, or no, it was actually the Survey Monkey guy, and I was like, dude, I'm actually starting a business, David J. Buck, and he started telling me everything that he had to go through, and I was like, God damn, what the.
Shit was driving. Jason is a little tired. He had to he went to relax in Dubai, so we're gonna let him hang out in the group.
He got so high he fell to the goo.
But Jason from the Bay, we will remember your name and we appreciate your contributions on the stage this evening. Yeah, we do. Hi to you in the group. Or you're high in the goat. Actually, see that? Reverse the words.
Dude, I got secondhand embarrassment for the Bay right now.
Even Matt Cole does not feel right now.
Yeah, I don't think he was high. I think he might have been a little drunk.
Yeah, it really didn't sound like weed. It really didn't. That sound like, yeah. Or he crossfaded. It could be crossfaded. I'll give him that. But that was not weed alone. Weed alone does not make you, nah.
All right, State, you're up next. Any more questions you need filibustering to? Oh, he fell asleep. This is Jason's fault.
Oh no, I'm about to.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to make some oxtail and mac and cheese real quick. I'm good. I'm on listening.
Munchies kicking in, huh?
Yep.
The late night munchies be hitting though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Question. If Jesus returned, do you think he'd be deported?
Is he here on a work visa or no?
I don't think so.
Donald Trump's wife didn't get deported when she was supposed to have her work visa, so probably not.
He could get a work visa because he's a carpenter, correct? Yes, he is. So, that's a good question.
He'd be working in construction, wouldn't he?
He would.
He's smoking. Everybody on the stage is smoking.
He'd probably be at an ICE facility right now, though. If he was
if he came back in America. Now, if he came back in Bethlehem, I don't even know if he'll be alive right now because he probably get bombed by Israel, right?
Yeah, that's sad. But let's say, he came to America because he wanted to make America great again, or whatever the hell that means, right? And decided that he wanted to do miracles, right, for the free, because he only did them for the free. He did not need donation.
Did you just make Jesus MAGA? What are we doing right now?
No, he's not MAGA. He just wants to make
You literally said he's going to come here and make America great again.
I don't think he'd be country. I don't think he'd be country specific.
Yeah, exactly.
He's for everybody.
He is for everybody. So he travels to America. He does some carpentry. Obviously, he needs to work, right? Because, you can't come here and not work. He obviously doesn't get any benefits because he is indeed on a work visa. So, he does a miracle. The miracle happens. Words get spread. Who do you think would attack him first? The church, Trump, or let's say he was in Texas. Who do you think would get him first? The Texas governor, Trump, or the church?
Who do you think you would get what first?
Jesus. Whether they put him in jail, whether they do something to him. I don't want to assume that anything bad happens, but, if you are an immigrant that comes to this country, as of today, yeah, ICE would probably pick your ass up. So who do you think will get to him first? What do you guys think? Really?
You know, I think Jesus will probably have a podcast and debate people.
Oh, yes. He would make a great podcaster. Yes.
A Bible debate.
Probably do live debates on campus, right?
Now we're going to make him Kirk. Okay.
No. We're not making him Kirk, right? Because even
he would actually be the exact opposite.
Right.
And he'll probably be Kirk's worst nightmare. Because he'll debunk all of his stuff right away.
Yeah, men like Charlie Kirk rearrange, taint, or even put some of the verses in the Bible, they take it out of context. Like, we have to remember, the Bible was in BC. It's not 2025, right? So some things not transfer. But, Jesus would have a lot of opposing views from Charlie Kirk. Because he doesn't love thy neighbor. He does not love thy neighbor.
Well, it would be the walking, talking word of God. And I don't know how you're going to debate. Like, what is he going to say? Well, the Bible says this, Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, well, use the word, bro.
And Jesus would be like, how are you going to tell me what my father said? Huh? How are you going to tell me what my daddy said? That would be funny. Who said Jesus would be Asian? Like...
Asian? Is the Middle East considered Asia?
I assume the Middle East would be the Middle East.
Oh,
Eastern.
what continent though is it on? It's in Asia, right? Russia is in Asia, so Russians are actually Asian, isn't it? Right? So Middle East, that's south of Russia. That's Asia, right?
Do you call Middle Easterns Asians though?
Oh, well, I'm just talking technical. Technically, they're Asian.
But do we typically call Middle Easterns?
It's like when do we call Chinese people Chinese or Asian? They're both. They're Middle Eastern and Asian. Middle Eastern people are Asian. No, not all Asians are Middle Eastern.
Touche. Touche.
So Middle Easterns are Asians' brothers and sisters. So that means Jesus was Asian. So technically, if he came back the same as he came back, he would come back as an Asian, right?
But he was described Herable. What are the other descriptions of Jesus? I don't know if that sounds Asian. I'm not too sure. Maybe.
Not the traditional Asian like features, but where the location of where you're born is Asia. So Bethlehem in Palestine, that's considered a part of the Asian continent. So he'll be Asian.
Okay. Well, he already speaks the languages, so might as well. What did Matt say? Hold on. Wait. I just saw it. He would want to solve the black on black crime. No. Well, would he want to solve the white on white crime? Like,
All crime.
Yeah, I would hope so.
But he'll be probably bigger than the narrow minds that humans have right now. Probably just correct everybody. Like, y'all thinking too small. Y'all thinking black on black and white on white. You should be thinking about loving your neighbor.
I don't think he'd even want guns at all in America. And that would piss off a lot of people. I think my genuine thought is that he would be sacrificed again if he came to America.
Crucified, you mean? He'd probably be crucified again?
Yes.
That's what it seems like it would happen. Because that's what's happening with a lot of people. Is when they start speaking out too hard, and they get a wave of hatred towards them.
All right. That was a good question answer. Thank you, Jeremy, for indulging. Does anyone want to hear any what's his name? Charlie Kirk talking points or anything of that nature? Matt asks, do you think Jesus would be for reparations? Yes, not just on earth, but in heaven as well. You were saying, Jeremy? I'm sorry. I want reparations for a foundation of Black Americans. I think it's time. I think it's time. If we really truly want to move as one unit and say that we're American, they are old. They are old.
You want a question to ponder?
Sure.
Is there one thing that Charlie Kirk said that you agree with?
About the Epstein files, making sure that there's full transparency, but that's it. A broken clock is correct, what? Maybe once or twice a day. So he's still broken. He's very much broken.
Yeah, actually wish he was still around so that way he could push on that. And I wish he didn't flip. I wish he didn't flip on that shit. Because that would be having somebody from within to put pressure on them is kind of like Candace Owens, right? She's not bulking for Israel, right? It's good to have somebody on their side that built a fan base that has the influence in that base to push them, because nobody on the left has that leverage on them.
Well, nobody's gonna push Trump either. There may be one or two outliers, and then they get quiet very quickly because they have to stay in line, otherwise they can lose their spot. Charlie Kirk is no different.
That video that was played earlier where he talked about Charlie Kirk started out as like a secular debater, right? He wasn't really like super nationalist before.
He's a grifter.
That's interesting because what if, because he had that interview with Gavin Newsom, right? What if in the near future there was a possibility that he would flip the youth and be like, you know what, this is actually the real way to help everybody, right?
That wouldn't have happened either. Remember, at the end of the day, yes, he's a grifter, but because he has been around, he has recorded all of his talking points. There's no really going back. And of course, his day ones would be highly upset. And again, if he decided to change his narrative, he wouldn't have walked away any more than he did that other day. God rest. Y'all think Kirk is MAGA adjacent. I think Kirk is a grifter who got into a sweet role in MAGA. I think his wife is very much MAGA, and she will finish and complete the work that he hasn't. And I hope to God, I truly, truly do, that her voice goes unheard because she sounds horribly dangerous. There were people talking about her earlier and like really emphasizing how dangerous she sounds, and the sounds might come into action. And the way I heard people just saying, oh no, it's not going to take flight. Charlie Kirk wasn't supposed to take flight either. Charlie Kirk was a grifter. He wasn't supposed to take flight, but here he is being praised around the world for his goddamn bigotry and horrible and hatred rhetoric. So who knows what she's going to do once she has the gavel in her hand.
Thank you guys for holding the room down.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for holding the room down.
Nope.
So, I know it's early and late, so I'm just going to go ahead and close the room. Are you guys good with that, or you got more you want to hash out?
No,
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All
I'm about
right.
to go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming to the 420. If you have a pink ticket, please cash it in so we don't have to ping you in today, later on today, for part 3 of this simulating topic. I've lost just about all the mods. And Juicy, come back so we can set you up with a badge.
Oh, I would love a badge. Thank you. But I also curse a lot, and
well, have you been here all day? Have you been here? So yes, please do come back. I appreciate all you guys.
Thank you.
All right, guys. See you later on tonight. Oh, hey, Spirit. You just came in just in time for us to close the room.